Super Bowl 33. The flash bulbs are off, and so are the Falcons.
It stays with you. You know, it's the last game of the season. Here you get to the point where you've got a chance to be, you know, world champions and accomplish something, and then you feel like your season hasn't been a success. There's just a tremendous emptiness, you know, inside. The thing we're trying to do is get better every single practice.
There, go!
Every day you've got to accomplish something to feel like you've gotten better when you walk off the field. We're the defending champions, and until somebody takes it away from us, we're going to be the champions. Good morning there, Ray. Get up inside. Run it again.
There it is, nice job.
You only have 3 plays. You need to execute. That's a good job, Bish. Come on, Octavius, push it now. Let's go. Hey, guys, you got the first shot at it.
This game is all about redemption.
Bring the play! We gotta continue to communicate, but I'm expecting a lot, like right away.
Know what we gotta do. Let's execute. Get the job done.
You use all your talent. Strength, speed, smartness, aggressiveness, everything.
1999, baby. Let's get the thing off the right way. You're not gonna come in our backyard and try to beat us. You're not gonna embarrass us in our backyard.
Week 1 was a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, and the Falcons were hoping to pick up right where they left off.
Chandler, the drop. Firing across the middle has Callaway. Touchdown, Falcons. And that'll bring the dough up.
Atlanta's swarming defense held Minnesota scoreless in the second half. But an ominous cloud that would hang over the Falcons' offense all year cast its shadow on Chris Chandler.
Writhing in pain with that hamstring. Tony Graziani now warming up along the Falcons sideline.
With quarterback Chris Chandler out of the lineup, backup Tony Graziani got the nod against the Cowboys. Week 2 saw Graziani struggle, and the Falcons were in trouble. Danger kept mounting as any chance the Falcons had to rebound evaporated quickly.
Outside and falls over. It looks like maybe he hurt his knee.
With superstar Jamal Anderson out for the year, head coach Dan Reeves looked ahead. And versus the Ravens in Week 4, the Dirty Birds took an early lead behind an outstanding effort by Jamie German.
German 25, 15, 10. Jamie German touchdown.
The intense desire to defend the NFC title burned brightly for the Birds, but it began to fizzle. Atlanta's commanding lead slipped away. With the last gasp and long bomb, the Ravens extinguished any hopes the Falcons had to halt their early season losing streak. And a difficult lesson was being learned.
You can learn a lot more about people in tough times, you know, than you can in good times. What kind of people they really are and how they'll react to those situations. It's being able to compete, making yourself a better person, because there are going to be peaks and valleys, and you're going to have to handle those in your life.
Go, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Win this thing on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Looking to put a hurt on someone else, the injury-riddled Falcons did just that against the Saints.
Touchdown, Falcons. It's the Falcons 7, the Saints nothing. Here's the handoff. It is to Bob Christian. Touchdown, Falcons. It is picked off. Picked off by Michael Booker. Look at Jamie German take it to the outside. Great play, Jamie German.
By the second half, Atlanta outscored the Saints by 13 points. But it was a fourth quarter boot by Morton Anderson that would secure the first win of the season.
The snap, the hold, here's the kick. It's on the way, it's up, and it is good. Morton Anderson hits from 44 yards out, and the Falcons have a lead.
A 20-17 win gave Atlanta much-needed relief in a difficult early season.
It's a challenge, I think, getting ready each week for what you're going to go through on Sunday. You rely so much on everyone else, and you take part in the physical beating with everybody else. I think it just draws everyone so much closer.
Atlanta began to heal their wounds as they faced the Steelers in Week 7.
Let's have some pride. One play at a time. Keep your composure.
Chandler returned to his starting role, but Atlanta could not hold off the unrelenting attack of the Steelers' defense. Despite a grueling first half, Chandler's daring propelled the Falcons toward a late-game comeback. Atlanta's fortune seemed to be turning as Pittsburgh fumbled the ball.
Fumble, the ball is loose. Falcons say they have it. Falcons say they have the football. They do. They have gotten the turnover with 3 minutes and 39 seconds left in this ball game. There is the break the Falcons have been looking for.
Down by 4, the Falcons took control late in the fourth quarter as Chandler engineered what looked to be the game-winning drive.
Looking, firing for 6. It is complete at the 5-yard line. Tim Dwight.
Hitting Tim Dwight 27 yards downfield, the Falcons had an opportunity to secure the win. With only seconds left and the game on the line, a little more magic would be needed.
They have 5 wide receivers from the 5-yard line. One play to win it. Here's Chandler firing across the middle. It's incomplete. And the Steelers win.
The final play epitomized the frustration and disappointment of a Falcons squad that only 10 months earlier reached the Super Bowl. In Week 8 against Carolina, the Falcons seemed to be more than ready. Discovering their championship stride, Atlanta's defense led the way for the Falcons' offense. Winning the turnover battle 5-0, the Falcons began to unlock the secrets of their past success.
Picked off by Eugene Robinson.
With 6 sacks, the brutal Falcon defense was unforgiving. Chuck Smith earned NFC Defensive Player of the Week thanks to his 3 sacks. The Bomb Squad limited Carolina to only 63 yards on the ground.
Everybody to the ball.
Defensive tackle Shane Dronette added 2 more sacks and recovered a fumble, setting up the first touchdown of Ken Oxendine's career.
Bob Christian in motion. Here's the give. Oxendine right side following a blocker on his feet, then diving into the end zone. Touchdown Falcons.
Making his second straight start, wide receiver Tim Dwight pulled in a personal best 2 touchdown catches as the Falcons gained a lead that they would never relinquish. The defending NFC champs earned their first home win of the season, 27-20.
Firing into the end zone. Touchdown Falcons.
Our backyard, our house, our backyard, our place, our house. We're gonna do what we're supposed to do. Take care of business.
The Falcons' defense has always been about taking care of business, and 1999 was no exception. They flexed their muscles and showed how the defending champs became champions in the first place. Team leader Jesse Tuggle had his 12th straight 100-tackle season, thanks to his peerless strength and durability. In all 16 games, defensive end Patrick Kearney made his presence felt, as rookie linebacker Jeff Kelly made an impression in his first NFL start, tying a team-high 9 tackles. Powerful defensive tackle Travis Hall has more tackles in the last 4 seasons than any other interior lineman in the NFL. Linebacker Henry Crockett had his best season with 59 tackles. Shane Dronette tied his sack record with 6.5. And fearless linebacker number 56, Keith Brooking, finished with 95 total tackles in his first year as a starter. Dynamic cornerback Ray Buchanan has started in every game since 1994. He had his 3rd NFL 2-interception game, returning 1 for a touchdown against New Orleans.
Ray Buchanan, a lot of energy and a lot of emotion.
Steadfast cornerback number 23 Ronnie Bradford started in all 16 games and was named Defensive Player of the Game in Week 1, while reliable safety Eugene Robinson started in every game he has played in Atlanta. Despite being limited to only 11 games, determined safety Marty Carter managed to record his 5th consecutive 100-tackle season, as number 22 safety Gerald McBurrows played a key role filling in when Carter was sidelined.
To play this position, you have to be tough. I don't care who you are. Anybody who steps on the field as quarterback has got to be a tough guy. Making the plays to help your team win, that really, I think, makes people believe in you, and from that you really become the leader of the football team.
It is difficult to measure the leadership and dedication of former Pro Bowler Chris Chandler, but easy to appreciate his determination. He has thrown for at least one touchdown in 36 of his 40 games in Atlanta. The massive men in front of Chandler are led by Ironman number 70 tackle Bob Whitfield. Whit made his 112th consecutive start. Lining up at center, number 61 Robbie Tobeck pitched in with 15 starts of his own. Seeing time at guard, Calvin Collins contributed to a solid front line. While energetic tackle Ephraim Salam started 16 games and helped the offense develop as he provided Chris Chandler with the valuable time he needed to get results. Number 64 Bob Hallen held off the opponents and helped the Falcons record the best offensive effort of the year versus Arizona. Spirited wide receiver number 81 Terrence Mathis is Atlanta's all-time leader in receptions. He turned it up a notch on Monday Night Football, snagging an impressive 12 balls for 166 yards, surpassing the old mark set by Falcon great Andre Rison. Though not your prototypical wide receiver, Tim Dwight can line up with the mightiest of players. Stepping into the starting lineup midway through the season, he finished with 669 yards and a team-leading 9 touchdowns. Adding to Atlanta's experienced roster, number 88 tight end O.J. Santiago has been a starter since his rookie year. Enthusiastic tight end Reggie Kelly played mainly in short yardage situations, though in Week 6 he garnered 70 yards and a personal best 50-yard catch. With elite running back Jamal Anderson sidelined with a knee injury, number 24 Byron Hanspard had to step in and step up. He did. He displayed flashes of promise, contributing the only 100-yard rushing game of the year. Running back Ken Oxendine was forced into action after Anderson and Hanspard were injured, but Oxendine made the most of his opportunity and led the team in rushing with 452 yards. Number 44 fullback Bob Christian had a career year with 7 touchdowns. With a 2-9 record, Atlanta welcomed the Saints back to the Georgia Dome, hoping to complete their 5th straight series sweep of New Orleans. With a season-high 361 total yards, they did just that.
Rolling right, Chris Chandler, touchdown Falcons.
Leading 21-6 at halftime, the Falcons had a crushing 7 sacks.
Ha! Hit by Lester Archambault, crashing across.
While Ray Buchanan's interception gave wide receiver Chris Callaway a chance to extend his pass-catching streak to 57, Bob Christian plunged up the middle to capture a 28-6 lead.
Bob Christian, left side, touchdown Falcons.
Ray Buchanan produced more points, returning his second interception for a 52-yard touchdown.
Picked up by Ray Buchanan. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Falcons. Ray Buchanan.
The Falcons continued their 5-year dominance of New Orleans as the spirits of the weary defending champs began to mend. Standout Tim Dwight not only starred on offense, but pitched in on special teams as well. He established a career-high 241 all-purpose yards versus the 49ers and was named NFC Special Teams Player of the Week. Kicker Morton Anderson took a few more steps toward the Hall of Fame. He is ranked second in career field goals with 416, while he is third in points scored with 1,840. The other half of Atlanta's dynamic kicking duo is punter Dan Straczynski. Straczynski led the NFL in fewest punt return yards allowed. His 27 punts inside the 20-yard line set a single-season high and tied for second in the NFC. The coverage unit was hurt by the preseason loss of Gary Downs. However, Elijah Williams and John Dale Carty's swarming coverage took matters and opponents into their own hands. Atlanta wasted no time in free agency, picking up 3 sought-after NFL standouts. First, Atlanta welcomes wide receiver Shawn Jefferson. The perfect complement to Terrence Mathis, the Falcons look for great things from this enthusiastic wide receiver. In 1999, Jefferson averaged over 17 yards on 40 receptions. Bringing insane intensity to Atlanta, cornerback Ashley Ambrose is added to the flock of Dirty Birds. In 1999, Ambrose led the Saints with 6 interceptions and 57 total tackles. At 6'5", 260 pounds, defensive end Brady Smith adds to a gritty and determined defense. Smith spent his first 4 seasons in New Orleans and finished last season with 6 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, and 33 tackles.
It's very easy. I mean, we felt very sorry for ourselves, and I was down until you come back to Atlanta, and all of a sudden, to see how fired up our fans were was a tremendous uplift. To see that this city responded tremendously favorable for a football organization that had been struggling. This town was really proud of what we had accomplished. And I think, that helped us get back up a little bit quicker.
Are beginning to open it up here inside the Georgia Dome. How about that? Great play by the Falcons offense. Let the dirty bird dance swirl.
They can't cover the Falcon receivers.
Number 1, Falcons. We'll take it to the home, baby. It's here. It's here. This dirty bird tucking to is here. Give me a little bird dance.
In Week 15, Chandler found himself sidelined once again. And in what would be a test of depth, backup Danny Cannell set the tone and played with poise in the pocket. He was on his way to a career day as he compiled 237 yards and 2 touchdowns.
And that offense looked awfully good on that drive. Cannell will fire, going into the end zone. The catch and the touchdown for the Falcons, Jamie Sherman.
Behind backup center Evan Pilgrim, Cannell's confidence was soaring as he orchestrated a 78-yard drive that closed the scoring gap 17-20. And with another reserve and a starring role, wide receiver Eugene Baker helped pull the game within reach.
The catch and the touchdown for the Falcons.
But much like the Falcons season, this game would be one of bitter disappointments. Cannell went down with a knee injury that not only tested his resilience, but the team's as well. Despite the occasional blow, the Falcons never failed to answer the bell. And in Week 16, the Cards came to town, looking for a playoff berth, but instead got a fistful of fight as Atlanta was ready to deliver a knockout punch of their own. With TDs in the air and on the ground, the Falcons realized their championship form of a year ago and earned a season-high 393 yards of offense. Complementing Byron Hanspard's 102-yard rushing effort was Bob Christian's 2-touchdown day.
Bob Christian up the middle, touchdown! What a day for Bob Christian. Plummer will fire downfield.
On the other side of the ball, the Falcons unveiled some dirty bird defense to finish the day. With youthful rejuvenation, Atlanta stepped toward the final game of 1999 with newfound purpose. Despite a season worth of difficulty, the Falcons viewed the final game versus the 49ers not as a finish, but as a start. A confident Chris Chandler and a daring Tim Dwight made the last game count.
He makes the catch. A 5-yard combination from Chris Chandler to Tim Dwight. End zone. Is it a touchdown? Yes. Tim Dwight makes the catch. How about that?
Big night for Tim Dwight.
Dwight had 3 touchdowns on 7 receptions and added an inspired punt return performance.
70 yards for the man from Iowa. What a return by Tim Dwight. He turns on the Georgia Dome. Wow.
Terrence Mathis was also making every moment count as he finished with 5 receptions, pushing his season total over 1,000 yards for the 4th time in his career. The Falcons returned to their championship form a little too late, but better late than never, as Atlanta's desire now turns towards the future.
You like to think of yourself as a guy, the tougher the opponent, the greater the game, the greater the responsibility that you will come through in those situations.
Everybody gonna win every battle, but you gotta win most of them.
We haven't played as well as we're capable of playing. I've always felt like that was a coach's responsibility to get a team to play as well as they're capable of playing.
Hey guys, you got the first shot at them, all right? Let's make something happen positive, get some good field position, have some fun, let's win this thing. 1, 2, 3, win!
You know, it's just one of those things you go through in life that you have to deal with and you move forward. You have to look back on a season and say, it's all the things you accomplished. Once you do that, after a while, you kind of realize that, you know, that you did accomplish an awful lot. To come up short hurts, but, you know, you did have a good season, and it just didn't end the way you'd like for it to.
The ability of guys to push themselves, and you really find out what they're made out of. You develop a real sense of oneness with everybody. Teammates, they love you to death. They believe in you and they fight for you.
You're gonna see something today. You got something for him today.
When a guy has the backing of his teammates, his coaches, his front office, what they can do is, potential is endless.
You've seen a lot of great organizations within the National Football League, and that's what we're trying to do in Atlanta, is build an organization where you got a chance to be successful year in and year out.
Success for the Falcons couldn't be measured by wins and losses in 1999, but rather by courage and commitment. And in the year 2000, the Falcons franchise is poised for victory. Edge Pro Gel presents the Atlanta Falcons' ultimate performance of the century in a game that will go down in NFL playoff history as one of the most memorable. The underdog Atlanta Falcons fought back from a 10-point fourth-quarter deficit to win the NFC title. Atlanta's offense stole the headlines with 427 yards, while a determined defense stopped Minnesota on their last 6 possessions. A 38-yard field goal in overtime kicked the Falcons into the Super Bowl.
Edge Pro Gel for unsurpassed comfort. Lose the foam. Save your skin.
The greatest players who've ever played this game.
There were so many people just cheering.
It was a special time and a special team.
Do you realize how great those moments were?
History couldn't be written without